going to explore a bit today as to what the heck the Akashic Records are and how are they so transformative, and like, why should you care? Because I have been showing up a lot here on social media and different platforms, and you may see that I look over here to Instagram. Hey, um, to where I'm going to be looking into locations, because here on StreamYard, I can only stream to places where it's like a wide video like this. And so I figured I'd throw up Instagram and just see how it works. So if you see me looking over, that's why. And same here with Instagram. If you see me looking over here, that's why. All right, I've gathered some notes and gathered some thoughts together as to what we're going to explore and what I'm going to share, because I have done probably close to 100 readings now, and I'm starting to not only notice some trends as to the transformative nature and power of the Akashic Records, but I'm also realizing and recognizing that there are some of you who are watching, maybe you're curious, you haven't like commented or popped up in any way, to where I can see you, even though, let's just say, in the spiritual realm, I can see you in the soul realm and all of that. Um, but what I've noticed is some trends based on readings that I've had with people, and I'm just going to say this, I am using Chat GPT, and what I did is I copy pasted all of my testimonials into Chat GPT. Probably like 35 of them, 40, and I was like, hey, give me the overall themes that are happening in an Akashic record reading, because I feel that the work that I do is very similar to other Akashic record readers, yet very different. Very different. And here's why, because I'm just noticing that there are certain trends and certain things that people are drawn to this work or drawn to me in this energy. And so I really wanted to come on here because, once again, coming back to the people that have been watching, and I'm like, I don't know, should I book a reading? Should I work with her? What the heck is it? Like, you've been curious. That's my intention today, is to make this fun, to help to ease your brain from this, and then also explore some different things together. So let's start first. What are the Akashic Records? Now, when I'm having this discussion one-on-one, I'm always able to ask kind of like, where are you at in your process and where you're at in your journey, so that way I can speak into what supports you the best, whether you're brand new to spirituality and you have zero like awareness of this, you've never heard of it, or if you've already been playing with different modalities, you do energy healing, you are a conscious leader or spiritual entrepreneur, and you're already like in this. Yeah, two slightly different explanations, but the essence of it, since this is not the purpose of this video, is to explain the records in more depth, unless someone comes on with questions, then I'm happy to answer those, is the Akashic Records are known as the Book of Life. And so in the records is all past, present, and future possibilities for every soul. And this is very similar to the way that like Wi-Fi works. You don't have to see Wi-Fi to know that it works, yet you trust, and this is how we're connecting likely. I'd be curious to hear how many of you are connected on Ethernet. I don't think that that's as common. And so we're connected over Wi-Fi, and that's how you're able to watch this message. Now, the secondary thing that I've been sharing with people is that it's kind of similar to Google, to where, Google has all the answers, or I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not here to say whether it does or doesn't, but the point of me sharing that is that you can type just about any question into Google and you're going to get just about any answer. The difference that I'm finding with the Akashic Records is that number one, it's the fact that it's supporting you in your soul's growth and soul ascension. By far, that is the purpose of a reading or working with the records. And instead of you asking any question, have to filter through all of these crazy answers and trying to figure out what is and isn't, what will come through is going to be specific to help support you on your journey. So as you ask a question, the answer that's going to come through is going to help support you in that. Okay, so let me pop over here real quick. So, as I mentioned at the beginning, is I've been privileged. I'm grateful that I've been able to lead many, many individuals on this path. And a lot of people have really found, insight, clarity, sense of peace, calmness, have had transformative experiences, even with one reading, which blows my mind in a good way. And like I said, I put this on to ChatGPT and they shared with me the 10 benefits that are from the themes of my testimonials that I wanted to share with you. So this is like actual from real people. So the first one is a benefit of an Akashic record reading is that it will help you to gain clarity and insight. So a lot of times you'll receive specific and impactful information that brings clarity to your life, helping you to understand your path, purpose, and current circumstances. So many people desire clarity. So many people desire clarity, myself included in many ways. And at the same time, the clarity that we seek isn't always the clarity that we receive. And I say that because sometimes we're looking for something that we're not quite ready for. Sometimes we're still looking for clarity on something that we already know, as the truth, and we're looking for something outside of us to confirm and reflect that back. And sometimes that's what we need. And in an Akashic record reading, this is one of the biggest gifts that all of the clients, I mean, I would say 90% of the people that I've worked with have said in one shape or another. And so that is one of the things that you could receive if that's what you're looking for. Another thing is empowerment and confidence. So a reading is going to help you to tap into your power, to be able to connect to who you are at a soul level, a human level, to help support you in building your self-trust, to help you to embrace this confidence and step into and really expand your intuition. Once again, this is another thing that so many people are indirectly and directly asking for support right now, is how can they step into their self-trust and really believing and trusting themselves and their intuition so they can move forward with more peace and clarity. And this is another benefit of having an Akashic record reading. The third thing is experience peace and lightness. The energy of the Akashic records is so loving and so supportive. And through the experience, whether it's during or after, the sense of peace and lightness that so many people have felt as a result of a reading is like significant. So you can take that forward and it can help to alleviate some stress or some of the heaviness that you may have been carrying around in different aspects of your life. The next benefit is healing and transformation. So with this healing and transformation, every reading is different. But as I was saying, the energy of the Akashic Records is very loving and supportive. And so whether in a reading, the record keepers are leading you through some type of meditation or some type of energy healing, doesn't matter. Like that energy healing is still there. And so what a reading can do is to help you to address blockages, heal wounds, and help to jumpstart or like move you in that transformative growth direction, personally, spiritually, professionally. There's so many different layers to this that really, honestly, a big part of getting out of a reading, what it is you desire is your intention and your willingness to be open, because sometimes, I'll just leave that there for now. One of the next benefits of a reading is to connect more deeply with your guides and your higher self. So when I open your records and I connect to the energy of your soul, the energy of who you are in this lifetime and many lifetimes, and I'm receiving guidance as a channel of the Akashic Records, this is a big question that many people ask. Is they're asking, who are my guides? How do I connect more deeply? And a lot of times, what I am also connecting into is your guides, is your spirit guides, your Akashic Record Keeper guides, and that support is there, and it can be felt very deeply for many people and help to deepen that relationship. Another benefit is helping you to expand your consciousness and growth. So through a reading, it will support you in expanding your perspective, helping you to gain a broader understanding of yourself, your life path, your soul purpose, and for many people, even more importantly, helping them to experience personal growth and spiritual evolution. And I love this one. I love helping support people in expanding their consciousness and growth, because what's special about an Akashic record reading is that sometimes we ask, or people who come ask questions that they've maybe been ruminating on for a bit, that they've been wondering what the answers are, maybe been stuck a bit in their heads as to what the solution may be, and have possibly, and a lot of times, received the answer, but second guessing the answer, or not trusting the answer that they have received inside, whether it be from intuitive guidance or guides or their heart, whatever it is. Okay. So coming to a reading, a lot of times the record keepers are helping to bring you a different perspective. And a lot of people have said that, like, I, as Jenny, shouldn't really know the things that are being shared back. Like, hearing it shared back from somebody who doesn't or shouldn't know these things that are related to the scenario or the life. And it's not like I'm like, oh, you're wearing pink and black today. It's nothing like that. It's hearing answers relayed back to you that provide a deeper level of validation, a deeper level of understanding, helping you to expand your consciousness. I also want to mention that the guidance that comes through in a reading can be personal, can be professional, spiritual, related to your love life, related to relationships. There's so many different angles that can come through this, and therefore it can lead to personal growth, professional growth. Like, there's a lot of avenues and path for growth here. I also love this benefit. It's awakening your intuition and inner wisdom. So many people are asking for this right now. So many people. And I love doing this because not only have I been awakening my own intuition through working with the Akashic Records, the Akashic Records has absolutely changed my life. And a lot of times when I'm sharing with people, I'm like, okay, pre-Akashic Records, Jenny was like this. And post-Akashic Records, Jenny's like this. And it has been a complete turning point in my life for me to be able to understand myself at a deeper level, to trust myself, to trust my intuition, to grow my intuition. And that is also what is offered to you in a reading as a result of working with the Akashic Records, whether you do a one-off reading or you come into an experience where we work a little bit longer together with the Akashic Records and the support of that energy. Both are available depending on what it is that you are feeling guided to and your soul's feeling guided to. Let me just check here. I mean, there's so many, I think, that I've shared, because I didn't want this to be too long of a live. I wanted to share just a couple of things to give you perspective and to give you an idea of why an Akashic record reading, why is it so transformational, like what the heck it is, why would you want to do it? I do feel and know that energetically, like, I can feel a lot of you who are watching this have been watching me post different things and share different things for a while, and you've been considering, and maybe if it's not me, maybe you've heard about Akashic Records or you've been exposed to it, or maybe you just have this desire to get more clarity. Maybe you have this desire to go a little bit deeper in your soul journey. Maybe you are wanting to expand and grow in a way that you haven't done before. And so I wanted to come on here and share some of these things to go a little bit deeper, because sometimes the posts that I make on social media or whatever, like they pique your interest, but then you're like, but why? But why? But why? But why? But why? And that was my intention of this live here. Let me check my notes. Okay. One thing I want to also, there's 2 invites I'd like to make. And one invite is that if you are curious and you want to learn more, I have so many things that I have been putting together and sharing. And so depending on what you're drawn to, if you're more of a podcast person, you could go on my podcast, and on there I share not all of the I don't share all of the channel messages that I've done on there, but I do have some channel messages. I have some information about what the Akashic Records are. I even have an example of a reading on there that I did with Victoria. That would be a way. I'm actually gonna, give me 1 second. So everything I'm talking about now, where you could dig in a little bit more, is found on this link right here, thelifeadventures.com. That will take you to like my link tree, and it will show you all the links that I'm talking about. So you can do podcast if you're a podcast person. You could do YouTube if you want an easy way without scrolling through my social media on Facebook or Instagram to find all of the channeled messages, all of the live streams previously that I've done, free mini Akashic record readings. I've even done, I did a couple channeling ones on there that were live. Everything is on YouTube, and that's super easy. You can find that through that link, thelifeadventures.com. If you want to come to a free mini Akashic record reading, it's on the 11th of every month at 11 a.m. Eastern. So that's another way to like continue to go deeper and feel it yourself. I also have an email list where I send out channeled messages every week-ish to everybody on there. And I've received feedback from a couple of people on the list who are like, oh my gosh, every time I open your message, I get tingles. Oh my gosh, there's always something having me think a little bit deeper, helping me to expand and raise my consciousness. Like, these are things that are available to you. And or maybe you're just like, you know what, I'm ready. I want to take the plunge now. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm curious. Let me jump in. Then this month, the month of June, I am offering 20% off all of my readings. All of my Akashic record readings are 20% off for the month of June. So if you go to akashicactivations.com, you could also get there through thelifeadventures.com, which has like my link tree with all of my links. And if you go on there and you use the code Soul Growth will give you 20% off all my readings, all of them, for the month of June. Now, you don't have to have the reading in June. You just need to use the code before June is over, and then you can book whatever's available on my calendar into July. If you want to use that for the future, you could get a gift certificate for yourself. You would need to use a different code, because the way that my scheduling software is set up, I do have to have a different code for packages and gift certificates. And that code is Soul Path. Once again, this is on thelifeadventures.com on the link tree. You can find everything there. So that Soul Path code will get you 20% off packages and gift certificates. You could always get a gift certificate for yourself for the future. I think you've got 9 months to use it. I believe. I'd have to double check, but believe you have a period of time to use it. So if you did not want to book in July, you could buy yourself a gift certificate and then book when you're ready within the time frame before it expires. I'd love to hear, for those of you on replay, watching this back on YouTube, because I did this live on other social media before putting it on YouTube, is if you have any questions or want to go deeper, or you want to schedule a bit of a coffee chat to feel in and see what the right fit for you would be, I'm happy to do that. So reach out to me or post your questions in the comments, or you can send me a private message and we can have a private conversation there. All right. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I will see you soon. Bye.